So I'm gonna do a video with my Izzy Wizzy here.
Hi.
She's right here. Um, so I've been looking for myself right in the future, and I told you about that and the vision that I have of that. And like, all right, cool, whatever, right? Well, like my right hand has been itching like crazy, like stupid crazy, and whatever. Most of the time, I try to ignore it. I can only ignore it for so long. So when I took a little nap real quick, I had a dream out of experience, out of body experience, whatever it was. It always comes to me later when what it actually is. So check this out, dude. I was out with some people. I didn't know who they were, whatever. And there was this woman I was with. It gets really trippy. And we were walking, and then we were waiting for a Uber to pick us up or whatever. And then we started to kiss, and then she backs up, and her mouth unhinges and opens up. She started to try to eat me whole. Like my arm was going into her mouth, like, and I started laughing, right? I was like looking at her, laughing. So she kept trying to eat me. Like I could feel her like try to chomp me, you know what I mean? Like trying to chew on me. Well, I just kept laughing. I was laughing hysterically. That is the most funniest shit in the world to me. Now, having dreams like that are significant in ego death, okay, within yourself, right? So these are parts of you that go through, you go through changes as you grow through, well, you're supposed to. I know a lot of people who don't. I know a lot of people who don't change. So what the dream was telling me is that, like, I'm not afraid of any of the changes or whatever, and I just laugh at them. Because when I started laughing at her and she was looking at me, it was almost like, oh shit, like, why are you laughing? You're supposed to be terrified right now, and I'm just laughing at it. So as we continue to go through life and as we continue to evolve, and this is the part where I keep telling you, stop telling yourself you're always tired. Stop doing that to yourself. Because there are aspects of your soul that are taking that information in. Okay? So these words are spelling, right? Right? Spells. Okay? Spells. Be careful what you say to yourself. Be careful how you treat yourself. And these are things that I've had to work on throughout my entire life. I still do. I still work on it. I still have to, be able to be a bit more kinder to myself. So I think that a lot of this, as I'm searching for myself in the future, I guess looking for answers, as I try to do all the damn time, I think that was me surrendering. That was my. It's called the ego id. It's called that. It's ID. The identity. The 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 id. Everybody has one. Okay. Now the id is who we are as individuals, all like in whole. Your personality, your emotional state, your psychological state, your gratitude, joy, love, happiness, tiredness, you know. I want you to understand that if you are going through an ego death, it will drain you. And this is also too why a lot of times, you feel tired. It's always, I feel tired. I feel tired. You know what I'm saying? So why is it that you think you're always tired? This is just my thought from what I'm seeing, okay? I think that you, in part, are kind of going through a little bit of an ego death and you're like evolving. Because when I hear you chat with your friends, I don't hear any of them talk the way you do. You know what I mean? Like when we have a sit down and conversation, none of them talk the way you do. None of them. Even when I was taking y'all lunch and when I would have lunch with y'all, I don't hear them. You know what I mean? Like I'm thinking from your perspective, and I don't hear little U's anywhere else. You know what I mean? I don't hear little U's anywhere else. And I'm not saying you should have people that think like you all the time, but you do want people that think at your level. And I don't hear that. So what do you think? Do you possibly have any idea what you might be going through?
I don't know. All I know is that I feel tired a lot.
Your environment does impact that. Your environment does impact how you feel. And there's an old saying, even growing up, I always heard it: you're a product of your environment. So, with that being said, you remember this?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I just want the good questions. Okay, let's see. Where are the serious ones here? All right, here. Ask away.
What's something nice you did for yourself today?
I took a nap. What's something I say all the time?
Uh, Something you say all the time?
Mm-hmm.
You always say something wild or silly.
I always say something what?
You always say something wild or silly.
Wild or silly? Yeah.
Both players finish the sentence. Thank you for blank.
Thank you for being my daughter.
Thank you for being there even when I didn't think I deserved it. In 6th grade, when I was going through the fallout with my best friend,
Mm-hmm.
I think that was my lowest moment. I was not doing very well mentally. I was really tired during that, and I was just really distant with everybody. It was kind of hard to socialize and talk with my friends when a lot of overwhelming feelings were happening. So it was all very confusing.
And how did you feel after? Like after it's all said and done. What helped you get through to an understanding stage, not a revenge?
It was when I came to the realization that it didn't, it wasn't that it happened for a reason. It was that because someone spiritually knew that I had to get out of that. Because if I didn't get out of it any sooner, it would have done worse.
I just thought that it would have gotten worse. What do you think makes me a good father?
The boundaries that you set and the fact that you push us to set boundaries and you make it really important to set those kinds of things.
And this is because I learned boundaries late in life. You know what I mean? I learned them late, dude, but I realized how important they are. Boundaries are extremely important. And I believe I've told you this before. Real friends, true, real family, they will respect your boundaries. They know that your boundaries are not there to push people away. They know that your boundaries are there to keep real ones in.
Boundaries are the stepping stone for communication
and trust and loyalty and honor, dignity. Boundaries are what keep the ones who just want to use you away.
both players set a goal for this year. Write it down and date it.
I'm completing my June 24th. Oh, shit. I said that. Damn it. All right. Well, I said it. Yep. I completed one. One of my biggest goals in my life. I can't believe I did it. I did it, baby girl. Took me 3 damn plus years. Way longer than that.
At least you did it.
I did, dude. And it's so awesome. Y'all were around for all of it, too. Even from back in Pennsylvania days. All the way up until now. It took me so long, dude. And there's so much more music. Anyway. The books we've written.
I really love the books.
Yeah. And the publishing is a little difficult right now. It's a little tough right now with the publishing. There's a little bit of money there. But yeah, we got the books written. And then yeah. Okay. This is just a random stack. It's from this game. What is it? We're Not Really Strangers. It is a really cool game. It is really good. What makes you think of me?
Bears.
Bears? You know, there was a... where the hell was I? It was like a week or two ago. No. It was like the last couple of days, if not maybe a little bit longer before Anna finished school. And one of the gentleman that lives right there. Super cool, very nice people. Introduced myself, and he was like, "Yeah, we live right down the street," and whatever, blah blah. I was like, "Yeah, my name's Bear," because I don't like using my real name. Whatever, that government name.
Fair enough.
And he was like, "Yeah, you look like one." So thanks. Okay, I guess I'm fat. All right.
What have you changed the most this year?
Learning to discern between what's worth an argument over and what's not. Like what's trivial, it's not even worth the fight, it's not worth the argument, it's not worth, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's not worth that.
It's not worth wasting energy on.
Right. And then what's worth like fighting over, and then what's worth, hey, we can just sit down and talk it out. It's a lot easier that way. What do you want to be like when you grow up?
I want to be someone who who knows what they're striving for. I know I may say that, I want to be an astronaut when I grow up, and of course, I have a big love for space. But when it comes to the reality of being busy and doing things, I don't want to blindly jump into things and realize that I shouldn't have done that later on in life.
So what do you do? That's what it becomes, right? So what do you do? It was just like I was telling grandma. 9 to 5s are not for me, dude. I am not built for that. And it's not that I can't. I've been doing it since I was 14. I've been working since I was 14 fucking years old, sweetie. So ain't nobody gonna tell me shit that I ain't got work ethic and I don't know what the fuck anything is about work. I've been working even before that at my Uncle Jerry's. We used to crack heads. There you go, take that. You gotta run these heads out and get them out. For all the funny cars and stuff like that. We would help. And we were working. Free work. It was free labor. Which was, I mean, we were kids. It's the funniest thing ever. But the older I've become, the more I start to realize, man, there's just some things that just
Drain your soul.
yeah, when they drain your life, dude. If it doesn't add joy to your life and bring you like an ecstatic happiness to be there, don't fucking do it, dude. Don't fucking do it. And it's just like I was telling grandma, dude, what lights me up is music, man. It has always lit me up. I love
look where you
music.
are now.
I love music. I love sports. I love racing. You know?
NASCARs.
No, the GT races are going on all summer long. I've been watching them since March. Since March. I love Le Mans. I love Laguna Seca. You know, that kind of GT1, GT2, GT3 races. I like seeing my Porsche. I'm Team Porsche, baby. All the way, forever. Always will forever be. Team Porsche. And those are the things that light me up. You know what I mean? You never know. One day, hey, things can change overnight, man. You literally never know. You can go. Here's the one thing that I can stand on because it has happened with me. You can have nothing one day, and then within a matter of the next couple days, not the next day, you can have everything. And this is why another reason why I don't judge people and I do my hardest to not judge people. I only judge politicians and corporations and shit like that.
People.
Yeah, fuck them. But regular people, man, because
they're all going through their own thing. You never know what they're going through.
You don't know what people are going through. You don't know what people are suffering. Not just that, but mentally. And it's just like with what happened. What is the phone call I got yesterday or the day before? Pennsylvania. What happened? She wasn't asking for money. She did ask me for help later on, but she needed somebody to listen to her. We sat on the phone for 2 hours. Dude, she was crying on the phone. Her dad is gonna die. I don't know, because I was partially there. You know what I mean? I kind of understand. I can see that. Yeah, I understand what she's going through. Because I was there when he had the skin cancer thing. That's where it started with. Skin cancer. And then they thought they removed it. And they didn't search underneath. They just got off the skin. Yeah, they just removed it off of there and they thought it was done. And it came back.
Even worse.
Yeah. You know, it's like I told her, look, we're not getting back. There's no chance of us ever getting back together. But, but I'm not gonna be that asshole that's just like, what the hell are you calling me for? I don't want to hear about your problems. Nah, yeah, you can talk to me.
That's why I would never understand people who get angry or get upset and bully other people. I don't understand why you would do something like that. Because you don't know what they're going through. You're not in their shoes. And that's why I think it's really, really unfair. And it's really hurtful. Because what if they're going through something really personal?
Never judge a book by its cover. Because the person you look at that you may think is the poorest person on the planet could be the most wealthiest, happiest, spiritually fulfilled person walking the planet. And the person that is the richest person on the planet could be the most miserable, insufferable person. Just like some of the most beautiful women are shallow, they're surface level, you know what I mean?
Because they
They're
think that their pretty faces can get them whatever they want.
but because it has.
Unfortunately.
And that's all it's been. Because there's nobody to challenge them, there's nobody to and it sucks to say it this way, but it is what it is. There's nobody to tell them what's up. Nobody to fucking check them. Nobody to fucking, hey, you need to chill out. I don't give a shit how pretty you are. You need to chill out. That's
It's what our society has been reduced to.
and the same thing with a lot of these guys that think, you know, um, there's a lot of really bad dudes out here too. A lot of really bad, shitty people out here. You know, really shitty dudes, really shitty females. And this is a lot of why I'm very adamant about even with people like that. Like I so she was trying to tell me she started getting into the conversation of our relationship. What was? Okay. She gets into oh no, we were a fit for each other, blah, blah. I was like, no, dude, because I love talking to my partner when I have a partner. I want to talk to you, bro.
You want something genuine.
Yeah. Let's talk, let's chat. Hey, fucking what's good? What's the word? Talk to me. You know, how you doing? What's up? What's the deal, pickle? You know what I mean? You know? And then but at the same time it was like I told her, I understand where you're coming from because she's like, well, you know, I just like to be left alone. I like to yeah, that's dude, I fucking get it. Like I understand that. I completely understand that. And this is why I told her, you have a different want with a relationship, and I have a different want from a relationship. I'm not saying we need to be talking 24/7. I am not saying that. But it doesn't mean you can't be around. We can literally sit next to each other and not say a goddamn word and be perfectly fine and happy, dude. That's cool with me too. I love that. But I like being around. I'm that type of person. I like being around my partner. I like that. And I like my partner being around me that genuinely wants to be around me, that loves being around me, that wants, you know, and I love being around her. I want to be around her. You know what I mean? And it's just like a click, clack, patty whack. You know what I mean? But what's something you learned today?
Something I learned today?
Yeah. Nothing. You just woke up not too long ago. um, but yeah, the understanding of where people are coming from, and this again, this goes back to this is why I didn't tell her, you know, hey, go fuck off or anything like that. It's like, dude, I'm so sorry, and I kept telling her, please tell me you're joking with me, like you're fucking playing with me, right? Like you're pranking me. What is going on? And she was like, nah. And the other part of my brain is like, dude, you were there when her dad had the skin cancer, so it's like, yeah, like that's fucking real as shit.
Finish the sentence.
Tell me.
Growing up means blank.
Growing up is the dumbest thing in the damn world. That's what it is, bro. It's the most silliest thing ever, dude. I'm telling you, it's the most dumbest thing in the world, bro. I'm telling you, baby girl. It's the most ludicrous thing anybody's ever did. That is no, hell no. That's not it, man. That's not where it's at. That's not where it's at. Scavenger hunt. Both players find something red. First person to finish is the winner. Red. What was your favorite part about playing this game? We played it several times.
When was the last time you were proud of someone? Tell them if you can.
All three of you. You all passed. You all passed. I mean, you know, the only reason you two are in summer school is because of your attendance. That was literally it. That was all it was.
Pretty sure we passed the STAR test with flying colors anyway.
Yeah, because we would have gotten
You would have gotten
all
sent a
the
letter anyway.
we would have gotten the letters. Oh, I would have gotten emails out the wazoo. I'm telling you that
You passed.
counselor meetings. Yeah, I would have gotten the whole nine. I didn't get any of that, so all of you passed. Anna passed, and that was
attendance, man. The attendance hit really hard.
Well, this year was hard. This year was very difficult.
This year was definitely the struggle.
It was
Especially
very
with
difficult.
school.
Yeah, the little one was a tough time. That was hard.
Like the week the week or two after we had gotten back, I think school for me, personally, I don't know if the other two felt any different, but like after we got back, it hit hard, and I guess it kind of made the grief even worse. Because it was just a whole bunch of assignments that I missed after being gone for like a week or so.
Yeah. That was tough, too. That was very hard. If you could create a new holiday, what would it be and how could we celebrate it?
I have a great idea.
Tell me.
So it'll happen every year at the end of the year.
Okay.
So, on New Year's.
Okay.
But it's all of the lights across the whole world. They'll go out. This is annually. And when they go out, you'll be able to see the stars.
You'd be able to see the galaxy.
Exactly.
You'd be able to see the galaxy, dude.
That's what I want to do.
Since I was a kid, I've always wanted that. They've always talked about that. Turn the whole lights off. Turn them off. One day, turn them off. That'd be good, man. That'd be cool as shit.
What's one thing everyone should know about you?
Despite my demeanor, and I look mean as shit. I've been told that for years and years and years and years and years and years and years. You look mad as fuck. You look mad as hell. You look like you don't want anybody talking to you. You look like it's just
you just
fuck
look
off.
really grumpy.
Yeah, you look really mean. You look really angry. Seems like you don't want anybody talking to you. But when you get to talking to me, oh, dude, we'll talk each other up. You know what I'm saying? I'm that type. Like, I'll lift you up.
At the pool. When you met that...
Oh, that guy. Yeah, Manny. He added me. He added me on Instagram. I was like, oh, shit, Manny. What's up, dude? Yeah, once you get to talking to me, we can talk, dude. We can talk for hours.
I think that's where I get my trait of being really friendly to anybody.
Okay. Growing up, I was always a friendly kid. Happy kid, joyful kid, having a blast. I loved it. I was always that kid. Oh, hey, how you doing? Hey, all right, hey, Papa. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of shit that happened in my life to where it made me like... I gotta worry about you.
Yeah.
I gotta see what you're about first. And this is also why I stopped a lot of my crappy behavior, over almost 15 years ago, because you're almost 15. You'll be 14 this year, so almost 15 years ago. This is why I stopped a lot of my shitty behavior too.
I was talking to the social worker because she'll check up on me every week or so, every 2 weeks. And we get along really well. Mm-hmm. And she was like, you're friendly to everybody you meet, but when I observe your behavior, you seem very guarded and wary. And I was like, I get that from my dad, but also from the fact that even though, yes, I'm, over the fact that I did have a huge fallout with my best friend, I'm still wary of the fact that I have no idea what people could be, nice and kind to you, but then behind your back, they could be talking the worst.
Oh, yeah.
about you.
Here's you. If you ever want to weed out people of your life, if people run up to you talking about others, they'll talk about you. If people talk about others to you, you get talked about to others. If you were to write a book for kids, what would it be about?
Oh, it would be about chasing your dreams and striving for the best. You can, you might change over the years and you might think you're better or you're a good person. But even though you might be a good person, you can always be better than you are now.
Yeah, it's almost like your job's never finished with yourself. Yeah, agreed.
What do you think makes me special?
Your splendorous curiosity. You're a very curious person. I love that about you, dude. You're a very, very, very curious person. Now, I do advise, please be careful. Curiosity did kill the cat. You know what I mean? Uh, I'm one of those people too. I still did it, especially when I was on the road. I do my exercises and I do my walk, right? I walk about 5 miles after I get done. And I would walk down roads that basically, if you walk down far enough, you're going to die. You know what I mean? I should not have been walking down. But that's just me. Ooh, what's down there? Let's go see over there. Oh, hey, what's that over there? Let's go check that out. You see that with me when we go out and we look for restaurants. Oh, what's that place? Let's go see. Hey, what do they got over there? That's that curiosity part.
I was talking to one of my friends and he had spotted something. I'm not sure what he had spotted. I don't really remember. But he goes with me to summer school. So I'll have like a relatively small group of friends, except they were all the people that I expected they were going to be there.
Yeah.
And he was like, so I know you have ADHD, but like, do you spot things or do you see things that people don't see? I was like, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's really common to me because I see things that sometimes people wouldn't typically catch.
Yeah.
I think that's one of my biggest hyperfixations is that when I find something that somebody wouldn't normally find, it's like it doesn't stay away for long. It always like catches my attention eventually.
Attention to detail. That's an autistic thing. Sorry, kiddo. If I were having a bad day, what would you do to make me smile?
I'd get Anna and tell her to beat you up.
Oh my god. That damn child. Oh my god. What's the coolest thing about me?
Coolest thing about you? You know a lot. I think that's really cool. You have, like, sometimes I think of your knowledge as like a huge library. And it's really cool.
It's hard to maintain, right? It's very difficult to maintain. And this is, that goes to, I was young. I was really, really young. And I failed school so much. I failed the 5th grade, dude. I failed the 9th grade. I failed the 10th grade. And I still graduated top of the, because we had TOS tests, okay? So it was way different. Way harder, like extremely fucking hard. I finished top 2%. I that's how well I did. Top 2 or top 3%. All, like, everything was above a 97. I got like I can't remember how the score part went. I'm pretty sure it was like a 2 on my writing, like damn near perfect. It's either a 2 or a 3 or something like that, because it was a 1 through 4 scale. I can't remember I think it was 1 being the best, 2 being like right there, and then 3 was like, all right, you passed. There's a lot of mistakes, but you passed. 4 was like, you failed. Like, go home. But I got a 2 on it. And I think that's how it went. But yeah, everything else was A's. And it was after that was when I was like, dude, you love reading, but you don't like school. And then I went to college for 6 years. Really? Two years in religion and philosophy, 2 years in aviation mainframe and power plant, and then 2 years for graphic design and part coding, but graphic design. Um, it was I've learned to love learning. I've never stopped learning. Now it's visual with phones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now it's visual. And if you go through my feeds, all you're going to see is music, race cars, books, learning stuff like little facts about the world and other cultures. Um, Kitty cats. I love my kitty cats, bro. I love kitty cats.
I want a cat.
I know. They're my best friends. Spiritual stuff. Ghost stuff. We love ghost stuff. Love ghost stories, man. They're great. I love them. Haunted things. Um, Again, race cars. Silly stuff. I love laughing. But the warehouse idea came to me. I was like 18. I was like 18 or 19. And I heard this guy on TV said, I have a warehouse in my head that's full of knowledge. I was like, what the fuck do you mean you have a warehouse? How do you do that? Like, what? And what he says is he expands his mind. And he puts everything in system files. They're like in a big filing cabinet. And he has them all alphabetized. And once I figured out how to do that, oh, dude, it was on. And my learning and my knowledge just kept expanding and expanding. I was like, oh, I could double, triple, quadruple this. Yeah, hey, we can go, baby. We can. Well, that's how I got all the way up to. What did I get to? Advanced algebra. I got to trigonometry, calculus 2, advanced algebra, geometry, shit like that. I'm not stupid, man. By any stretch of the imagination, honey. I am not dumb. I may seem like it. I may act like it. I may act like it, but I'm telling you, dude, you got the wrong guy. You got the wrong guy, darling. But it's also, too, I studied psychology for years. I studied psychology. This is why that friend of mine was like, you're autistic as shit. You're extremely fucking autistic, dude. Like, fuck. And when I was telling grandma about it, she was like, what? How did you know? Who'd you talk to? I was like, my friend has she just got her PhD in psychology, bro. So, oh. I was like, yeah, she got it like 2 years ago. And she's super awesome. And I was like, she was the one that diagnosed me. But it's not a clinical diagnosis. It was just a regular, hey, let's talk for a week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I want you to tell me about your life, your story. Talk to me. I know some of it because her brother and my brother, like, were best friends. I think they're so cool. I don't know. Don't care. But, yeah, she's known me since middle school.
Wow.
Yeah. We've known each other for a very long time. And she was the one that were texting each other and calling each other. And she was like, yeah, oh, you're fucking autistic as shit, dude. You're just like my kids. Because that's all she works with is autistic children. And she's like, yeah, oh, yeah, you'd be in my class. I was like, yeah, hell yeah. She goes, but it's not the class that you think. You're one of those, like, you're a hyper-vigilant. You're hyper, like, I'd have to find new things to constantly keep you busy. And it wouldn't be to dream you.
That's what got me bored in school really fast. Because there was nothing... And that's why I was so irritated all the time. Because nothing was... It was the same cycle.
Yeah, it doesn't excite... This school didn't excite me. I like being around my friends because it was like...
I get to be around friends.
Well, not just that, but at that time I was going through a whole bunch of crap. I mean, I was working a full-time job and had my own place at 14 fucking years old. You know what I mean? And so psychologically, I didn't realize it until after. I was cracking. I was literally breaking psychologically. I was falling apart. I just didn't know it. But because I was always drunk, I was always looking for my next high. I was always looking to get drugged up and everything else that I could. And playing shows and doing shows and being at shows and you know what I mean. There was a lot of hiding from those parts of me until later, where it was like, nope, you gotta face it. Oh shit, got hit with it. You know. What advice do you have for me?
Um, I have nothing really.
Any anything, darling.
I'm trying to
Anything.
think of something.
Anything, babe. Anything. I'm not afraid to look like a bad person. I'm not afraid, because that's just that's it, like I've told you, and you've learned this. To some people, you're gonna be the most amazing person on the planet, and to other people, you, not me, but to other people, you're gonna be a bitch. People are gonna hate you. Oh well, fucking get on with life. You know what I mean? So anything.
I don't have anything. I think already, since so much has changed over the years, there's not much advice to give. You've basically self-taught yourself everything.
I wish everything. I get you. I know where you're coming from. There's always advice. I don't think I know everything. I know for 100% fact. I can guarantee you with everything in my body, soul, and blood. I don't
I
know
don't
shit.
think you know everything,
I
but
don't.
I know you know a lot.
That may be so, but still, I don't. I don't know. Do you know how fucking? It is true. Friedrich Nietzsche, sorry, said those who are so self-aware and aware of the self, that have high intelligence, are often the most depressed ones because they can see beyond the mask. In other words, we can see right through people. We know when people are being full of shit. We know when people are bullshitting. We know when people are just not it. You know what I mean? Even the best thing to do it. This is the other part too. The best thing to do is with yourself. And this is why when I say something that's full of shit, I always cover. I'm just fucking around. I'm just no, that's not real. You know what I mean? I always turn around and say that I'm being full of shit. You know what I mean? So this is why I'm saying, there's nothing you can tell me. There's literally nothing nobody on this planet can fucking tell me that's gonna hurt my feelings. Literally nothing. I have attempted to unalive myself many times. What makes anybody think that they can really hurt me? Other than, I think what would really hurt me would be taking y'all away from me. That would kill me. So what's the funniest thing I do that always makes you laugh?
Your smile.
My smile?
When you're happy in general, it makes me happy.
All right.
What's something new you learned about me today?
Not today, but the other day, you learned how hot the bus was. You learned about a
Never
bus
again,
ride.
man.
I told
Never
you.
again.
I
It
knew
wasn't. It wasn't even that. It was that a bunch of people just
Yep.
started tossing a bunch of things across the
Oh,
bus.
dude, it was that.
It was funny. I mean, if I had the choice between going somewhere else and taking the bus, I would take the bus. It was pretty funny.
When was the last time I hurt your feelings and you didn't tell me?
Actually, I don't even remember.
Yeah, that's.
And also the fact I don't. Yes, I take some things personal, but most of the time I don't pay attention, or I forget, or I just really don't care. But most of the time I do forget.
Fair enough.
What's the nicest thing a friend has ever done for you?
Bought me tacos. Be straight up, bought me tacos. When was the last time you wanted something someone else had?
I'm trying to think about that. I mean, I've always had the things that I really like, so I guess it's, and even it could be on my birthday, Christmas, it could be anything. I've always gotten the things I like or wanted, so it's not like, I don't think that's ever
I
happened.
got you. Hell yeah.
Do you miss anyone right now, and what's your favorite memory with them?
Does it have to be a person? Yeah, I miss my cousin Danny. I wish he was here, man. You could see, we'd be laughing, fucking stupidly laughing, dude. Or we'd be eating. That boy can eat, man. Cousin Danny, that was a big boy. He's a big dude, man. He could eat. Or we'd be playing video games, laughing hysterically. He is
Just like
so
Vlad and his
fucking
boys.
funny. Yeah, it's hilarious. When was the last time you were mean to someone? And why were you mean?
I had to think about that. Typically, when I'm mean, it's me being playful. It's not even actually me being mean.
Yeah, that's the way I am. People think, well, you're being mean. No, I thought we were joking.
I think the last time I was mean was when someone was antagonizing me, and they were like really ticking me off. So like, can you just stop, please? Because like you're really irritating me, and like, can you just leave? Actually, can you just leave? They were so mad after that. I don't know why. I was like, man, it's your fault. It's your fault. It's not mine. It's yours. Okay.
But that's the other part. People don't like being called out. Where I don't mind it because it helps me see. Oh, okay. Well, I was fucking up. You know what I mean? It helps me understand. Oh shit. All right. Cool. I'll correct it.
I think that's what I saw was really funny because they got mad after that. I was like, it was your fault. You started. Okay. I don't want to hear it. That's so funny to me. Sometimes people, when I tell them, like, are you going to stop at any time soon? Because I will say that. I'm like, they get mad. I'm like, you started it, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
What do you want to create together?
We have.
We've created a lot of stuff.
We've created a lot of stuff together. The books. The album. We worked on music on there because I was always I showed y'all tons of music. Stuff I was working on. Yeah, we've created a lot together. I should put you in there. What's the funniest thing your parents have ever done? AKA me. And her mom, which is somewhere.
The funniest thing you've ever done was man, I don't remember. Typically when you're with us, you're always doing something funny.
I love being silly.
What's your favorite memory with me?
The first time when we went out on the slides in Pennsylvania, went to a full park out there. That was a good memory. And then watching y'all jump through the sprinkler out there.
Oh yeah.
That was funny. That was good. That was a good one. Yeah. What do you wish you knew how to do?
Um, Something that I wish that I knew how to do. I wish that I would say I wish I knew how to draw better, but that comes with a lot of time and patience. I wish that, despite the fact that me and you may share pretty a lot of interests like space and stuff, I wish I found more friends that were my age that had like more genuine interests, and we shared the same interests. Because I feel like if we did, I feel like we'd be getting along great together. It's just I feel like there's a lot of people now. There's like really, it's hard to find people who sometimes share the same interests or space. It's hard to find people who are like genuinely interested in space.
That it is, man.
And that it's a little sad because it's like space is beautiful, man.
We live in it. Or do we? Or do we? What's the hardest part about being a kid?
Everything. And I hate school. So actually it's not the hardest, but it's definitely the worst. Especially when you have friends. Don't blindly trust people, guys. Don't do that. I did that once and I'll never do it again. Don't do that, guys. How have you changed? Wait, no, I already read this one. What? I think most of these I already read. Most of these I already read.
Oh, okay.
1. It's got a 1 on it. What is something I do that makes you really happy? I couldn't read that for a second. I was having a brain aneurysm.
What is something you do that makes me really happy?
Mm-hmm.
When you're being you. That's what makes me happy, is when you're being authentically you. What always makes you feel better when you're sad?
And I think about all the fun times we had together. I think all of those really happy memories makes me really happy. What do you think my favorite thing to do is?
Chill out.
Or eat.
Or eat.
Sleep.
Or sleep. When was the last time you cried? What happened?
The last time I cried was, I think, a day or 2 ago. And I was really sad. And I was thinking about what happened with the little one. I think ever since Mom announced.
Yeah.
It hit really hard, though. I think that's what because I've been thinking over it. I was like, wish he was here, man.
Yep.
What do you think my favorite color is? This one's an obvious question.
Purple. Easy. How old do you feel?
I feel 12.
Good.
And it's so weird.
Why is that?
Even though sometimes I feel 13, I feel younger than I really am. What makes you laugh the hardest?
You want the truth to that?
Yeah.
People falling. It is the funniest thing. Okay, so backstory. A long time ago, right? My cousin used to take us out to this thing during the summer, and he would rent out a space, and he'd sell stuff for his bar and stuff like that. The 123 Lounge. So we go. It was a bad storm that night. He's like, in the morning we gotta go out there and go pick up everything. All right, cool. So we go. My brother and I go. And he's looking around and it's all a mess. Everything was torn apart.
Dang.
Yeah, it was bad. Like everybody's stuff was all fucking everywhere.
Oof.
Shit was everywhere. So he goes in, he's walking and we're watching it. Hey, be careful. Be careful. Next thing you know, this fucking dude trips and falls on his face. Boom! Motherfuckers! We just turn around laughing. Yeah, people, I know it's so messed up, but people falling, dude.
I think that's also what makes me laugh, because sometimes we'll be like, watch out, and they'll do it anyway.
Yeah, that's the most hilarious thing. Who is the nicest person you know, and why are they so nice?
The nicest person I know, I would say me, but I can be nice, but I don't know. I think the nicest person I know is probably my best friend. He has been there for a whole lot.
Fair enough.
I think that's why I appreciate him a lot, is because he was there when I was going through a lot already in 6th grade. He was there when the grief was there. He's been through it all. He's been through thick and thin with me. That's what makes me appreciate him a lot.
You know what I've noticed here? They don't have anything to teach kids about economics. They don't have anything here to teach you guys about day trading and stocks. They don't teach you about Roth IRAs. They don't teach you about anything like that. That's what irritates me here. This whole city is stuck in an old system.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. It's stuck in a
Like
old
a
cycle.
way 70s, 60s, 50s old system. So being stuck in that way trickles into the companies here, trickles into the management here, trickles into the mindset here.
Dude, that's why the biggest part why I don't like the city is
The city's fine itself. We're
city's
minusing
beautiful.
we're minusing the people, okay? Minus the people. Yeah, the city is nice. I don't mind staying here. It's just
the people.
the mindset here.
The people with the same kind of mindset as the cycle that the city keeps going through.
And,
there's not much to live for here if you're just surrounded by a bunch of people with the
and
same
there's
mindset.
a lot of people who call it beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. There was this one girl I saw. She was like, "Oh, it's a beautiful city," and I've been from coast to coast. And as soon as she said, "I've been coast to coast," I was like, "I know you're full of shit. I know you're 110 bajillion% full of shit. Because I've been coast to coast. I've lived in Texas on and off all my life. And I've been coast to coast, dude. I've lived in some beautiful, gorgeous Bayside areas. California, Florida, Virginia Beach, Salt Lake City, Savannah, Georgia, Delaware, New York, New Jersey, Newark, Maine, Connecticut.
Yeah, I've heard Maine's real beautiful.
I love Maine. Maine is so gorgeous. I got to see a real moose on the loose. That was cool. They're giant, dude. They're fucking giant. Monster creatures, man.
I think that's David.
I don't know. But when you're stuck in that cycle for generations and generations and generations and generations and generations and generations,
people who come
they think it's normal. Yeah, that
outside the city.
People who have expanded their mindset with knowledge, understanding, and seeing beyond that which is perpetually cycled throughout.
They kind of just get outcasted immediately.
But not just that, but like you get ostracized. Oh, you're trying to be this and no. It's I see through the shit that y'all been. I see through what y'all done.
Or it's the same middle schooler comments. Oh, you're weird. Oh, you're trying to be mean. Oh.
Are you trying to be different? It's like, dude, y'all are just perpetuating the same cycles that happened with y'all's
It's
grandparents,
the
great
same
grandparents, great
pattern you keep
grandparents,
showing.
great grandparents. Y'all are continuing the same shit. None of y'all are choosing to actually break free, and none of y'all are choosing to actually think for yourselves, and none of y'all are actually choosing to challenge the systems here. And none of y'all are actually willing to do something different here. This is why for me it's been so fucking difficult, no matter how many places I've tried to go to attempt to be like, hey man, this city is missing this. I have an idea about this. I have an idea about that. I have an idea, and it's always no, 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 no. We're not interested. Not gonna do it. 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 Especially with the food for the elementary when y'all were there, dude. Your food tastes like dog shit. Like it's worse than dog food, bro. Like get contracts with some farmers, and then I tried to do it, and what happened? I found out that they were contracted through the fucking government.
Of course they were.
So you know what I mean? It was like, oh, y'all are already fucked. Y'all already fucked 10 ways from Sunday. So shit.
No big surprise there.
None. It's not that. And there's some good people in the city. There really is. There really truly is some good people in the city. There's no denying that.
It's so hard finding good people when it's just a big crowd of a bunch of sheep just being controlled.
And I think this is also why a lot of the times I'm okay with being left out. Because it's like, I already know y'all then. Sorry. Not really. But if you're not willing to see what you're already trapped in within yourself,
If you're not willing to be self-aware.
right, if you're not self-conscious, if you're not being able to pick yourself apart, that ain't shit I can do for you. Because if you're not willing to do the work for yourself, on yourself, then you're not going to accept change.
If you're not willing to not only be self-aware, but to also realize that you're stuck in a cycle and realize you have to change yourself. You realize the things you have to change. And work on that.
And the whole thing is to try to add value to the city and try to do that. But for the last 4 years, that's all I've done is try to fucking, hey man, I got this idea. And I've called up a bunch of places and stuff like that. You know, and it's always nah. And it's like, so y'all just don't want, yeah. No wonder the government here is so fucking corrupt as shit. But anyway.
Because they don't like accepting new ideas, apparently.
Well, if it doesn't come with tens of millions of dollars in grants,
they don't care about
that they can put into their own pockets, they don't want shit to do with it. That's what I've learned. That's what I realized. And this is why when you drive around, you'll see a lot of these mom and pops places closed down. A lot of them are shut down, dude. A lot of them are gone because they can't afford the rent. They can't afford, the rising prices and fucking all this bullshit. But anyway. Anyway. This is why 9 to 5 shit ain't for me. Fucking hate that shit, man. That shit just like eats my soul alive. That's what destroys me. That bullshit is what destroys me. And it's what eats me alive. It's what fucking tears me apart. If you ever want to see one of the most disgruntled workers, aka workers, me. I can't stand that shit, dude. It fucking it's not. I'm not built for that crap. Again, not that I haven't, not that I ever didn't do it. Been doing it since I was 14. It's just taken this long to realize this is some fucking bullshit joke. This is a fucking joke, man. This is some horse shit. I don't want any part of y'all's bullshit. Fuck y'all's bullshit. I don't understand how people don't wake up to this bullshit.
I don't understand how people can stand this, actually.
I don't get it.
I would hate that.
This is why I tell you, follow your fucking dreams. Go after your dreams, go after your goals, and you follow them and you fucking get them, man. You get them and you fucking become elite level at them. Become elite level at them. So that way, by the time you get to my age, dog, you don't have to worry about shit, babe. You don't have to worry about a fucking thing, dude. But if you don't do the work, if you don't put in the time, you know what I'm saying? If you don't put in the time, man, you don't do the work. It has to be that way. You got to do it. And this is why, yeah. Anyway, great conversation.
Bye, guys.
Laters.